So, you're thinking about living in Colorado's mountains, at least part of the time. In this video, I'm going to show you around Silverthorne, Colorado. If you stick around until the end, I'll show you the best kept secret about Silverthorne, Colorado. You're not going to want to miss this. If this is your first time in living in Colorado's mountains and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Colorado's mountains, then you want to tap the bell below and subscribe for notifications. I'm Julia Regan with the Living in Colorado's Mountains team. We get calls every day from people just like you. So if you're looking to move in 9 days, 9 months, or maybe you're already but you're looking to make a move in Silverthorne, we'd be happy to help. You can find all of our contact information in the description box below. And we'll be looking forward to helping you living in Colorado's mountains soon. All right, so here we are going to take a closer look at condominiums in Silverthorne. I'm going to use the Google Maps and show you around, tell you a little bit more about condos in Silverthorne. In Colorado, each state kind of has different terms for condos or apartments. In Colorado, condos, someone could be above you or below you and next to you. That doesn't mean they have to be, but they can be. In Colorado, if you were to refer to a townhouse, townhouse, that would mean it is only sharing walls. No one can be above you or below you. We do have condos that sometimes feel like a townhouse, but they're still called a condo because maybe there is a shared garage or something underneath. So there is property that is owned in a condominium style as opposed to a townhouse. There are a lot of condos in the mountains, which is great because often you share the expenses of ownership, where the new roof is shared with your other owners. If you had a single family home, you get to buy your own roof. So condominiums can be a great way to own property as a second home, or maybe a first home even, or a second home in the mountains. Silverthorne specifically has a wonderful variety of condos. Something you'll want to consider when you're looking at condos is the Homeowners Association dues. I get a lot of calls and questions about dues. Dues do include a lot of your utilities. Some of it is, as much as your heat. So you want to ask your real estate professional what those dues include. Sometimes they have assessments where they're collecting for a new roof or something like that. So you want to be sure and ask what those dues include, and you're going to want to make sure that you see the meeting minutes and find out what's going on with that association. In Silverthorne, there's a variety of properties as far as condos are concerned. I'm going to show you my Google Maps so you can see I've kind of put some markers on some different condo complexes in Silverthorne. Wilderness is, if you just get off of I-70, just about, an hour and a half's drive from Denver, 60 miles or so, depending on where you are. DIA is, an hour and 36 minutes to the exit. It's Silverthorne without traffic, which usually there's traffic because people want to come to our amazing mountains. If you go off I-70, take a quick ride off I-70, then you'll take a quick left heading up Ryan Gulch Road. And you'll come up Ryan Gulch Road. Something else to remember on Ryan Gulch Road is the bus does run up there. It is a paved road. There are sidewalks. You will be able to hop on the Summit stage, and that will take you all over Summit County, which is a great feature. So here I am going to show you around Silverthorne and the condos in Silverthorne. This is, using the Google Maps here, that you can see just coming off I-70. You'll take a quick right off of I-70, which is about an hour and a half from Denver without traffic. We usually have traffic because people want to be in the mountains. So just look out for that. Part of the reason you want to own in the mountains is so you don't have to deal with the traffic as often. Uh, but if you come up Ryan Gulch Road, you'll take the first left at the stoplight, and you'll come up Ryan Gulch Road, and you'll start to see a variety of different condos, complexes. Right here, the new Lamartine, those have some nice views. Those are 2-bedroom condos. Most of them are 2-bedroom, a little bit bigger in square footage, a little over 1,000 square feet. Those will range maybe 700,000. So that's a fairly decent price. Some of the lowest priced condos in all of the mountains, really, Colorado's mountains, can be found in Silverthorne, which is great because it gives you access to so many areas. Right here, Lodgepole Circle, that's the Tree House. You can find a 1-bedroom condo for under $400,000 at the Tree House. 2-bedroom condos will be somewhere between $400,000 and $600,000, depending on if they've been remodeled. The Tree House is a really cool complex because they have some nice amenities with a swimming pool, hot tub, indoor kind of clubhouse deal. That is something that it can make the dues a little bit higher. So if you're not someone that wants to have different amenities, Treehouse might not be for you. Something that might be nice for you coming down would be the Silver Queen. Silver Queen is a little bit lower. It's closer to the bottom of Ryan Gulch Road, right here at 2435. There is Silver Queen East and Silver Queen West. But these condos are going to be around the $500,000 mark as well. Some of those have some amazing views too, of the mountains and Lake Dillon, the reservoir there. As you can see, there's a little bit of, smaller roads right off of Ryan Gulch Road. Those kind of tend to have a little bit more of the duplexes, townhouses, things like that. Most of the condo complexes you're going to find just right along Ryan Gulch Road. Up at the very top, you'll find the Watch Hill condos, which they're not quite at the top. The Buffalo condos are the furthest ones up, with some of the best views in all of Summit County for condos, really. I have a client that has a 2-story one that, you just sit there and stare out. And then sometimes you look at all the snow and think I should get out and enjoy that. But it's really cool because you're right next to the National Forest. Most everything in wilderness coming up here, you can literally just put your shoes on, put your snowshoes on in the winter and start hiking in the summer, biking. The access to the National Forest is great. So you're looking at these different condos along like the Watch Hill condos. I was just going to give you a price on the Watch Hill condos. Kind of looking here, they're same thing. You're going to be right about $600,000 mark, depending on the finishes. These are all individually owned. You can do whatever you want inside your condos. You of course would have to have that approved with your homeowners association. If you're changing any sort of plumbing or electrical work, they want to know about that kind of stuff. But if you want to paint and you want to do any sort of upgrades to your property, you can absolutely do that. You just want to let them know if you have to turn the water off. But these are great opportunities for somebody that might want to do some upgrades and have a little bit of sweat equity. Wilderness, Silverthorne is a great place for all of these condos to look. And you can lock and leave. That's the beauty of owning a condo in these places, that you're not going to have to worry about the grounds. Your HOA dues will cover common area maintenance and common taxes. So that's something to be aware of too. Often then your taxes are just for the condo itself. So you want to look at that and be aware of what that cost is. If you're looking for something maybe a little bit closer to town that you could walk, because as you guys know, Silverthorne has a lot going on downtown with the new Bluebird Market, the Silverthorne Theater. There's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of new restaurants, as I've mentioned. A lot of people want to walk right down the bike path along the Blue River and just enjoy that and not even go out to dinner. And there's a lot of condos that are very close right along in here. These are a little bit more new construction. The Apres Shores is right here. The Apres Shores, if you're a little bit closer to Highway 9, you could find something that ranges from 800,000 to $1 million. If you're on the river, you're going to be looking at over $1 million for those 2-bedroom condos. But those are condos that have, some of them will have garages. A lot of them have covered parking with some extra storage. Really nice option for a lot of second homeowners. So you can leave all your stuff, all your ski boots and everything. I have some clients that bought one that wanted to be able to leave their snow tires. So I can appreciate that as well. So if we're looking for something else here in Silverthorne, you can find the Retreat on the Blue condos. The Retreat on the Blue condos are newer construction as well, maybe a couple years before the Apres Shores. So you could maybe find a little bit more of a resale in there, something not as brand new as the Apres Shores. You could find a 2-bedroom, 2-bath for 900,000 or so. So a little closer to the water too. So just past the Retreat on the Blue, you'll find the Rivers West condo. The River West condos are also some newer construction condos. Some of those have some great views too of Buffalo Mountain looking towards the west. Some of them have some great views looking towards the Blue River. Again, you're just walking across the street to the Bluebird Market with all of the food hall, the amazing restaurants in there. You're very close to just walking down to the Silverthorne Theater. You don't even have to cross Highway 9 for that, Blue River Parkway. And you'll find down here is the 4th Street Crossing. The 4th Street Crossing is also new construction condos. There's a variety of those styles of condos. Some of them, same thing, have garages. Some of those have some rooftop above the condo patios, decks with incredible views. So that's definitely something. The 4th Street Crossing is a great place to look as far as condos. And those are going to be located just behind the Bluebird Market, just down from the Bluebird Market on it's right here behind the Blue River Parkway on the west side of the highway there. So that's a little different access around town to be on the west side of Blue River Parkway. This is a great spot, the Hotel Indigo in Silverthorne. Sauce on the Blue, of course, one of every local's favorite there. If you're looking for condos in Silverthorne, you can find a nice big variety of condos as far as price and as far as location, views. You have a pretty good selection of that in Silverthorne. That is the best kept secret of Silverthorne, is there is something for everyone. Almost at every price point, every size, somebody can find a property in Silverthorne that is accessible to a lot of different buyers, owners, which is great. Somebody that maybe wants to spend 6 months here can find something that works for them. Somebody that wants to spend just some weekends coming up from the Front Range. That is really the best kept secret of Silverthorne, that there is such a nice variety of properties and sizes of condos that anyone can find something that they might want to call their own and be living in Colorado's mountains soon. So that's really the best kept secret of Silverthorne, is there's a property for everyone. There is quite a variety of different sizes and price points. It is very accessible to a lot of different buyers because it has so much variety. It has so much variety as far as types of condos. We hope to see you living in Colorado's mountains soon.